It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. Appointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. And off we go from Denver. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little... A little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. They set up the screen for Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And shutting him off, now open field. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards as they keep the drive rolling. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Again, it's Henry. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's caught at the 1. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run whenever.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Well, that wipes away a big return on the opening kickoff.
And that's the way you're supposed to start a game. What a momentum grabber. Instead, some of that gets wiped away on that one.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, ETN. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Steelers at 13 and 3 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 2nd down, now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Nix throwing on 3rd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
To throw, Winston. And they're get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit them on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
The end result, 21 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. On 3rd down, here's Etienne, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Henry up the middle. Derrick Henry all alone.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. On play action, here's Nix.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Nix to throw on second down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his wins on the perimeter.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now ETN to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Here comes Webster.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Nix from the shotgun.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Steelers.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he stopped immediately there.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Sermon will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. To throw is Nix.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Nix to throw again.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who are on top in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Colts knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they'll finish the regular season at 10-7. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A give to ETN running right.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
ETN up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
the middle. Here's Sermon.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trey Sermon,
his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To throw, here's Nix.
He finds his man complete. That's Webster. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Back to the air with Nix.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and long. Here's Nix.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down and 6 now.
Jameis to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Mims in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Welcome back now to Denver. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Alex Highsmith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the right hash, this from 53.
Boswell's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Coming out now, the Broncos.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
At the extra point, it's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
A give running right, ETN.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great effort there with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Escapes the defender. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a taunt, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Third and 2. Here's Nix.
Able to find Mims. Able to push his way through. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And this one complete again to Mims. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He's back to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And now remember, all touchdowns. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Winston.
And either get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And here come the whistles on a timeout with 7 seconds left.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Now Winston. And he is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's first down.
Winston to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now a first throw here in overtime. A short throw to Ingram. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, That's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,
they suffered just their 4th loss all year to bring the final mark to 13-4 overall.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.